looking like a equator
TOP FM.
All right, so this is the FM dial of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated. That's Top FM 105.3. Whatever you are this morning listening to us and however you are listening, be it on Facebook or on our online platform, topfmliberia.com. You are welcome to the program. This is the Top Morning Talk on Top FM. By extension, the state podium here this morning. This is a program that runs from 7 o'clock in the morning to 12. It has 3 segments. And one segment is where we open the phone lines and community people call us from their communities, their districts, their offices, whatever they are, and addressing us and the public about what's happening in their area when it comes to education, health, security, or whatever that may concern the public. The second segment is where we have a studio guest in studio, and then we discuss a wide range of issues concerning Grand Chile County and Mama Liberia at large. The third segment on this program is where we transition into the state podium, and the state podium panelist takes over, and then they sometimes bring in a specific topic to be discussed as well, topics that are beneficial to the people of Grand Chile County and Liberia as well. But this morning we'll be having as our guest the superintendent of Grand Chile County, that's Ellis Chesia Grant. He's going to be our guest this morning on the state podium, and I'm here with Emmanuel Zaza and Patience Bay Koroma. As you are listening, stick and stay. This is Top FM, your one-stop point of information, education, and entertainment. The arrival of the superintendent or the hosting of the superintendent came as a result of a talk show host last night on one of our sister show, the I Beg to Differ. The I Beg to Differ panelists hosted a team of concerned citizens, calling them the advocates of concerned citizens in Grand Chile County, and they were discussing issues about 2 missing guys that went missing since May 22nd in Grand Chile County. And through that discussion, the superintendent joined the program to provide other information, claiming that the information provided by the advocates or the concerned citizens last night were not factual. But then we had a technical problem, so we could not continue with the superintendent to hear from him. So he deemed it necessary to be online this morning to provide all of the clarity that he has surrounding those missing guys and that of what our advocates in studio last night had to say. The lack of Samson Bosto and that of Emmanuel Doe, commonly known as the retired captain Katu. Emmanuel, you are welcome, and superintendent, if you are there, you are welcome as well.
Yes, good morning to Top Radio this morning. I'm in Monrovia pursuing the course of things. We have to work, government has to work. And so I'm here. Just bumped into your conversation last night. And I feel that people were misinforming the public and trying to incite the public into unrealistic things. And so I thought to come this morning to make some clarity on these issues and inform the public adequately on the missing family situation and dispel the disinformation that was established, they were trying to push last night.
Yeah, exactly. So, superintendent, let me welcome my co-host first.
So I'm on standby.
Yeah, let's welcome Emmanuel Zaza that we can get the ball rolling this morning. Emmanuel, you're welcome.
Thank you, Suspicion. Good morning to the Honorable HSL Grant, my uncle. Good morning to Top FM. Good morning to everyone listening to us. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so good morning to you, like I said, and good morning to Top FM. Good morning to our Honorable Superintendent. Good morning to Grand Jide and to everyone else listening to us, wherever you are. It's a pleasure to have you in our company this morning. So we are
Okay,
here to
thank you so
follow.
much for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for being here this morning as well. And we already have the Honorable Superintendent on the show. Like I said, to address the audience, there have been a case of two missing guys in Grand Chile County since May 22nd. One is 47 years old and one is 20. The 20 years old should have taken his wives with his friends and could not take his wives due to this particular incident. And according to the family members, the local authority and that of the security apparatus are not prompting into the matter properly according to the way they expected. So it resulted to a first protest that was staged, but that was put under control by the acting superintendent by then. And a second one is being planned now by concerned citizens that the delay from the county authority and that of the security apparatus is too much and they cannot stand it anymore. So they are planning to stage a protest on July 26th if nothing is done or if there is no quality or concrete update from the local authority, and most especially by the head of the county superintendent Elizabeth Grant. So like I said, we had the concerned citizen leaders in the studio last night telling us about what what they discussed in their meeting, because they had a grand meeting yesterday planning their protest towards the particular incident. And then the superintendent came across the live podcast and he joined in the middle but could not provide all of the information he had to have provided. So he's here this morning so that we can hear from him. Honorable Superintendent, let's just go strictly to the issue this morning. Particular missing guy since May 22nd. And at a certain time, you were not in the county. The acting superintendent was taking care of whatever situation in your absence. But apart from what those guys said last night or what led them to have come in studio last night, let's just start from somewhere. Then I think our discussion will lead us to the guys in studio last night. So firstly, from my end, I would like to know what do you know about this particular case and what has been your intervention so far?
Uh, quickly. So, let me say a very good morning to the people of Grand Jura County, the country that we also dearly love and ready to serve in the best of the interest of our people. We've been working to keep the country stable, to keep our people peaceful, and to ensure that peace and tranquility prevail in the local government architecture that exists in Grand Jura County. So I think all of you can see, Grand Jura is much more peaceful. People go about their businesses, people interact with the family members freely, and people move about freely. To the issues of these missing persons, on the 10th of June, I was in an international roundtable conference on local government and rural development in my Gibi County, where the Ministry of Local Government scheduled a week-long international conference for lesson learners that brought together over 23 countries from around Africa, south development programs. And I received this call from Mr. Zoyu and the Zoyu family communicating with me on the situation of their missing family members. I was told when the entire thing started, they were dealing strictly with the county attorney. And dealing with the county attorney at a particular point, they couldn't get him, and then he was on his way to Monrovia So they said, but we have agreed to meet this morning. How are you going to Monrovia? And created some dissatisfaction in the family members. And then they gathered and went to the administration building, because leaving from Grand Jury, then coming to the workshop, I left Mr. Eric Bill in charge. And as soon as that issue was reported to me, I gave clear and strict instructions for meetings with the family members. And they indicated that they have been meeting with the people, and there were some things that were happening along the road. They got the police involved. And then they narrated the entire episode as a unfolded, that some gentleman from Chain Zoning had invited the other guy. There are two. One is 46 years. I'm just forgetting his name now. But Klibwe, yes, Klibwe. And then Zoyu, the younger one in the 12th grade. So when we got this information, we decided to do rapid response. From the time we got the information, what they told me was the situation happened on the 22nd of May, that this guy had gone to buy the produce from somebody who said he has 4 tons. And so, as the story unfolded, this guy who said he had 4 tons of produce, the first day they decided to go, his motorbike was broken down. He didn't go with them. And then the second day, they were supposed to go. According to the family sources, he went with them. But according to him, his own narrative from the police end, he didn't go with them. He was arrested in Zwedru. So he couldn't go with them. So that's one of the points in dispute. Right now, as we speak, he's in the custody of the police. But the first thing is, he was arrested on different situation. But as you were mentioned, we asked the police to also intervene, and the family members, they all went there to have some discussions with him. On the overall, we made money available to the police for 6-day mission to that place. Besides that, I personally sponsored some people, some groups, to do carry on some surveillance program when I was in the county. We had several meetings. Even when the caucus came, we had meetings with the family members. We got the situation clear. We got the picture clear. Honorable Sokan, the chair of the caucus, we all have been supportive of the family, and the family can admit that. Even when the caucus came, the family admitted how enforcing we have been. But I can't stay in a county area, especially where we have this governance reform, and there are always trainings, programs in different ministry and agency, as being the officer in charge or coordinator of all government activities in the county. I'm always like on the wheels, but I left people in charge who are capable and up to the task, such like Honorable Davidson Bali, Honorable Eric Bill, and we had a host of our local officials. As we speak, the people of Chain Zoning, the current one that left on ground, and they are supposed to come back to us with report by yesterday. They were to come yesterday, but I asked Mr. Buya. He told me that the people said we should give them a little time or extension because they have expanded their search in this case. So on the overall, the local government is not relaxed about this situation. It's not complacent. The family is aware that we are not complacent. But you should also know this case has other ramifications. Ramification in the sense that once it's a basic situation, we have to follow up with the security forces who can take the lead. It's not that everybody is going to be. And again, we are not running government in or on radio station, no, or on Facebook or social media in general. We are working, and the family is aware that we are working with them. Even as our leaving, apart from leaving Honorable Davidson Bali in charge as the acting superintendent, I particularly appointed Mr. Eric Bill to be a specific focal person on dealing with this issue of the missing guys. You know, when something happens, sometimes it happens so quickly, but finding resolution cannot be as you think it should be, because you got to follow some legal or procedures. You got to follow who takes the lead, who is the appropriate authority to do, like in this case, the police. We're working with them to follow up on this case. Investigation is going on. People are being investigated. People are being interrogated. Missions has been sent repeatedly to change zoning, and the police are gathering statements. This is a case that has particular attention. But again, we're careful how to release information to the public, because we don't know who is who. We are getting some intels that there are some criminal gang operating in other places, but we've got to be careful so that we will not be speaking to the same people, so that they will know the strategy we are deploying. People are talking. What we expect from the public is, look, the government is playing its part. We as citizens, let's play our part. How can we mobilize the young people, do some self-sponsoring, let them go to help to tap up the efforts of the locals that are residing there in search of this gentleman or this gentleman. But I think to the contrary, instead of going to the main issue, the crux of the matter, people are trying to create smoke screen. And I'm worried that they are not doing this to distract people who are looking for people, and maybe they are thinking that we are getting closer to something and they want to distract us so that they will uphold onto their inclination. These things could be inspired by people. So all these have security phases that we are observing. If you are coming, come constructively. Let us work it out together. Let's find a durable solution. The uptake of your demonstration, why are you sponsoring a demonstration on Christmas or July 26th, independence, your country's independence? What is the uptake? What image are you trying to build for Grand Juda County? What do you want to prove? Do you think Grand Juda is just for play, or is for somebody to think that they can use their personal advertisement to tarnish the image of Grand Juda?
So,
This is my point. Yes.
is it true that since the onset of this particular incident, you have not spoken to the public like this before?
No, I have not spoken, but my representatives have been speaking, like Mr. Bill. Many times, even when we are doing this, we are having these meetings. The meetings are held. Some of the meetings are held in public. Press people are there.
Okay.
Of course. So we don't have to leave that. When you are involved live into this investigation, how much more do we need to say we come in the public? At certain stage, there was a meeting in public where we have journalists, we have different people. So we do these things, and then you still want us to come and say, I be speaking because I know how to speak English. I'm focused on results.
Two teams of such, let's say, a two set of such team was set up by the acting superintendent and that of the security apparatus. Are you saying that since then there have not been any new updates from the such team?
There are information that will not be available to the public until we hear, because we know that security situation and information sensitive. We are even holding the family is regularly being briefed of our activity, and that I think, in fact, to the extent I told the family members, it's not all of you that will come, send representatives, because we don't know actually who is who. So if we are giving information, we give it directly to people that we can trust and preserve the confidentiality or the security nature of the information. Because sometimes in the security system, there are some people that will be spies in your midst. Like my man, send the operation a day, the family going to be doing, always follow them, so you know they will know the next moves. So we are aware of these security lapses. And the retired captain, if he's truly a retired captain, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. Since the whole thing started, apart from the recordings some of the family members has in their possession about Chris Bodwell speaking about what he knows about this particular case, has the security or those in charge of the particular investigation really sat him down and then getting a tangible position statement from this particular Chris Bodwell guy? What is he saying about this case? Did he meet with those guys on the same day, or what actually happened? Has he said something to the search team or the security, or are we still keeping all of those information?
Oh yes, I've been speaking to the security and in the presence of the family.
Okay.
And we're going beyond. We are going beyond. Like I said, look, we have had these situations before, and everything was in the public. At the end of the day, we couldn't get to find anybody. I'm referencing the donor case. So every security situation has its own dynamism. It has its own, way of approach. We cannot use previous strategies to think we can find solution to emerging issues.
Within the
Especially that
search
has
and
to do
then
with
during the protest where I was also present, right after the acting superintendent tried to disperse the protesters, information came that those guys were spotted in Africa Coast, and then the search team were told to extend their search in Africa Coast. Has there been any information from that end?
Oh yes, we facilitated movement of people to the Ivory Coast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what has it
We
said
have
so far?
we have information that these guys were not in the Ivory Coast
Okay.
because the guy who crossed them admitted that he carried them and brought them back the same day.
He took them to Africa Coast
He crossed them to Ivory Coast. They
and
stayed
brought
some
them back
time
the
and they
same
came
day.
back, and they came back the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So with
this
that
guy we are
information,
talking about. Okay.
and other family sources are also intimated that yes, these guys are on the Liberian soil.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
Now
you
the
get
family
such
people.
information, then you can now, dimensionize your search operation.
Now the family people are saying that the search is delaying. Updates are not coming up in favor of the family member. You're updating or the pattern of going about this particular search is now going according to their own expectation, and they are supporting the citizen that wants to protest. What do you have to say about that?
Like I rightly said, I told the families, we are not sure of who really is involved with this. I will not encourage them to go public demonstration. They know we had conversations before I left, and I told them who I was leaving in charge. We had issues. Let us deal with it professionally. Professional in the sense that people may be pushing them, and those people are pushing them, they don't know their ulterior motives.
Okay.
They may
And why
want to
you think
accomplish a different
why you think
intention.
people will be pushing them?
I mean, we are all thinking out of the box.
Okay.
We don't know who keeping these people. These people were invited by somebody. Why are we thinking that this may be? It has a semblance of an organized crime.
Okay.
So you don't know the creatures, the people involved with this organization. Some may come as wolf in sheep clothing.
Mhm.
And they'll say, you know what we can do? It's one of the ways to distract people's attention from going after the real thing. And that's why I'm very much concerned.
When do you think the family should expect result or answer from your search team?
Well, the guys from, because I called together the entire leadership, the local leadership from Chenzoni,
Mhm.
and they are on the search. They were to report this on Tuesday,
Okay.
and they asked for extension because they were going into other places.
Mhm.
So let's give them the chance between now and Tuesday again. Let's see where we can get information prayerfully. I could be in Grand Jira, though I'm being pushed to go to board to address other issues there. But even if I'm not there, I have a qualified leaders on the ground who can resolve this issue and who are being deeply involved with this issue.
Okay.
I have a
So let's
specific
come to
focus person,
okay.
and that's
Let's
Mr.
come to
Irebio, who is focusing on this, and he's working and briefing me like on a daily basis.
all right. So let's go to last night's show. Like I said, the family member said the search is delaying and people are now working according to expectation and they support any citizen that wants to join them in protest. And that what led the lack of Sansi Boso and that of Emmanuel Esdo to have called for a general meeting for those who are in favor of joining them to go into this particular protest. So after their meeting, they were called on the show last night to give updates as to what was discussed within that meeting and what are their plans. They were within that discussion, you joined the line but could not continue. So what led you to joining the line last night?
Good. This is, in fact, this is one of the interesting things I'm bringing up. All of the time, this thing happens since the 22nd of May. They're not interested in going to search for the people, but their only interest is to get involved with joining protests and calling mass meeting. What would have happened if they are called mass meeting to people? Yes, the government is put it like this, the government slow, and we as citizens we are interested in making sure that we find our brothers. Let's go into the breach. There has not been any of their involvement. They are not showing any interest in such. The only interest they have is to demonstrate. Something smells here. Something smells here. It is important that we do look at that. If you have interest,
And
it was the
then
same
you were
time
saying
when these people got missing. It was almost a month. In fact, going to a month. I heard on the 10th, and people and the issue was like in the corridors. When the issue was on, they still went ahead with a CDC program, right?
okay.
They didn't show interest. They didn't even report it to the people that we have this issue in Grand Jide that is prevailing. It was never part of the discussions about the interest of Grandidians.
Okay.
But they were interested in, as soon as you have a protest, they're ready. Then they didn't achieve it. They thought we were going to block the fuel, and then they will come and go ahead with their plans, and we excuse them. So they have now the opportunity to display their ulterior motive. But their family should know, not everything that glitter is gold. Not those who come to you now to say, we will help you to protest. There are ulterior motives. Watch out. There are wolves that will always come in sheep clothing. Let us develop the interest in finding an amicable solution to problems that we have in our county. Let us try the best way we can do to support our local efforts. It may not be the government action. You may be in opposition, yes. If you're not supporting the government's interest as people of the county, say, look, enough is enough. Let us go to the bridge. What is the situation in Vleitan? Can we go to even see for first hand what Vleitan looks like? You know, then we say, yes, you have the interest of Grand Jide. But having demonstration on July 26, what's the uptick? What really is, what is the anticipated outcome? What do you expect? What are you going after? Say that when you get in the street now, you demonstrate it from July 26th to July 30th. Is it a solution? Our attention is attracted. We are involved. We are spending resources to support the family search efforts. So getting the street to accomplish what? That is my question. What do you want to accomplish?
Okay.
And now
Talking
just
to-
imagine
talking about
the
the-
quality of
talking
people.
about your
I mean,
resource-
the quality and kind of people that now outrightly supporting the demonstration. Mind you, we the government, we are still committed to ensuring that we get to the root of this thing. You don't know the character of people you're bringing in as family to go to say, let's demonstrate. The uptake may not be good even for the family. We are committed to supporting the such effort until we can find our brothers. We must know what has
All
happened
right.
to them.
When it comes to supporting the
And
particular effort,
two,
we all know it is a bit
two,
costly.
another thing,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the Ministry of Justice, we have raised this issue to the level of national security. So it's not just local government on the ground. The national government is informed. That's why the justice ministers and others are involved. That's why they call the county attorney to town to redouble his efforts. That's why we insisted, county attorney, you have to return the people money. And he did. That's why the caucus had to come down so that we all go into this to support our efforts. We've been doing this. For somebody to come and say the local government, even the caucus did not say anything. No, it's not true. That's not true. We are involved with the such operations. Those people who want to come, I'm cautioning the family, don't allow people to come and tarnish the good working relationship we have had, the good image you have built over the period of their distress. There are always wolves in sheep clothing.
All right, honorable superintendent, we know according to the county attorney, this particular process is cash, is costly. It requires funding, and that which prompted him to have asked the family to have provided some amount of money. Which
in fact, that
just
was a
mentioned that.
procedure error, a damning procedure error, which is very wrong.
All
We
right.
told him,
And according
yes,
to you, he has returned or refunded the money. So
yes.
now, this particular process that he said is expensive, that requires funding. Who is sponsoring and who's funding the particular search right now?
The
And we
local
are still
government.
waiting for results. How much have
The
the
local
local
government.
government put into the search so far?
The first mission that when we spent over $130,000. Even the guys that went to from the Change Donista, we also give them money. Yes, that they are what they are doing. We give them money. The security
So the
just
amount
recently
of
submitted the security.
$170,000 have been spent so far
What?
from the local authority, and you said the 170,000,
Beyond
right? Okay.
136,000 for
Oh,
the first such
30,
operation.
36,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
136,000.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me
Apart from
get
that,
Mr. Zaza,
apart
please.
from that,
Superintendent,
I'm coming. Let me give the information. You'll come with the questions. No haste. Even though I still got like 28 minutes to go. So
we have to pick calls too as well. So if you come in, they'll have to bring in Emmanuel Zaza with your question.
Emmanuel is coming with a question. I'm coming with information. Let's prioritize the information.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Apart from what we give, we also sponsor some intelligence officers to do additional search. And since it's intelligent operation, we're not going to pronounce how much we're giving, but we spend substantial amount of money because you can do your overt and covert operations as a government. So you can come in with your question now.
Okay, so Emmanuel Zaza, please, can you come in quickly with your question if you have any so that we can join the calls?
Good morning, Uncle.
Good morning,
to the
Emmanuel.
superintendent. Good morning to the honorable superintendent of the county.
Hello, you can
Okay,
see
so-
with this cap.
No, I'm at work. I'm
Okay,
at work.
go ahead. Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so
Yeah.
thank you for coming on and thank you for speaking out.
Yeah.
But don't you think you could have avoided or avoided this issue of people planning protests by just giving information on the surface like you just do now? They come on the show, say, we are in contact with the family. This is what we are doing. You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to expose all the security tactics and why your plans are. But don't you think if you have just come up and say, hey, citizen of Grand Judea, or if I have a citizen meeting where you say we don't want any camera, we don't want any phone recording, but this is where we are. Call the family and the entire citizenry and those who are available to a meeting and brief them on this issue. Don't you think it will be a way to avoid this issue of people planning protests? That's one. Number two, let me comment everything that you said is important. But if the security or those who left on the ground have called those people, apart from everything that is going on, they heard that people made an announcement for the meeting. I've been hearing on the radio. We want to have meeting. We want to have family. I don't want to have a general meeting to plan our protest. Having general meeting to plan our protest. Why the country didn't invite those people who were planning the meeting, who were leading to plan the meeting and the issue of the protest, to talk to them instead and allow them to go now, sending the information out there, announcing day and everything? Don't you think that's another way that we have avoided this? Those are my two questions. Giving the information and invite people who are planning to avoid it. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for your question. But like I said, these meetings are, especially the ones for public, are being heard on camera. They've been heard live. That press people have been in those meetings. So they were overt meetings. They were meetings held in front of the public, where the family member, in fact, where they came in to direct or interaction, or should I say interaction, or maybe use the word confrontation, that they confronted the county attorney of money he took from them. And besides this, the county legislative caucus chair had also had these kind of public meetings. Apart from that, I personally had more than 4 meetings with the families, with the national, with the securities and the families. Those were not on camera, and those were sincere and earnest such efforts. Yes, the family is aware. In fact, protest was their first options, and we kept telling them protest is not the solution to what we want to do. Like I said in my earlier comments, the family used to come, sometimes they'll be too off to come, and I told them, look, this is something that we're talking security. We cannot have more than 3 persons from the family of each of the families to come to be representative. You have all the issues. One person, you got family spokesperson. So what we do, because we're not sure of what is really happening, this has the semblance of organized crime. And you don't know the elements, the criminal elements involved with this situation. So reduce the size of your family representations. And if you come, we discuss, you can go and brief the family. And those things that should be kept as operational secret, they should be until we get to the point. Yes, I have more than 4 meetings with the families exclusively. We exchange information. They gave me some intels that are also passed on, that people are working on. Yes. So, protest in the Liberian context right now is becoming almost a culture, a way of life. People think that they can get solution from protest. And most time after, we don't want to do this protesting. We want to get to the root of what we are pursuing.
All right.
Okay.
We don't want to get
So
to
we
where
have
we are.
been talking, but there are, like I told you, there are, people that will come thinking that they are coming as holy counselors, but indeed counseling you against the right way of doing things. And I can quickly reference the Bible. Not everybody that went to Job, when Job was having a situation, they said, Job, my man, why don't you cause God and die? Why don't you cause God and die? Which was not the best or advice, biblical advice, but that's what they wanted people to do those days. And Job held on to the faith. So all these people that we are involved with, these people, thankfully, they are all Christians. They got pastors in their midst, and these pastors should be able to counsel them that, okay, should be able to counsel them that what they're trying to do is not leading, it's not the best way to do it. Let us quietly, patiently
All right, Honorable
go
Soup.
after. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay,
and
like what
find a
Emmanuel
solution
just
there.
said is actually right, because crisis management is important. And I think the delay from giving updates, constant and a regular update from that of your office and with the security is leading the citizen to where they want to go right now, and that's not what we are praying for. But if you just join us, we are in conversation with the superintendent of our Grand Judea County, Honorable Ellis Chester Grant is here, and we are speaking on the issue of those two missing guys. And if you've been following, you want to join us, you can join us via 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105, so that you can ask your own question. Probably we have not touched some of the questions that you wanted to have asked here this
Patient,
morning. Yeah,
patient. Yeah, please
And
caution them that
let
when
me
the call they should be respectful. We don't want the show
Yeah,
to
the
go there.
call should be savor, please. Your responses this morning should be savor. Your question should be savor, and we don't want anything going the other way around this morning. So let's take this first caller.
but before the first caller or patient, please,
Yeah,
before
hold
the
on, hold
first
on.
caller,
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned something about crisis management, which attracts my attention much more.
Mm-hmm.
There are crises, and then there are ways to dealing with some different kind of crisis. Security crisis management is different from just ordinary public crisis management because it depends on the nature of the situation that you determine which sort of management to use in managing a particular crisis.
Honorable, we can go there now until we go have callers
Uh,
online. We're going to get back to that point. Hello.
So I come in a patient.
Yeah, go ahead. You were
So
put on hold.
oh, okay. So what I'm saying, you
Your
can be
name,
discussing. I
please.
said my name is Eddie DS Square. I join you from behind the Thomas Palace.
Okay, Ellis, you are welcome.
Okay. So what I'm saying, patient, I want to thank the Cynthia Grant, our superintendent. But sometimes the superintendent can put gas on fire from the way he can approach things sometimes on radio.
Mm-hmm.
You can be discussing human life and then you want to mix it up with politics. Since the thing happened, who made us to understand that there were missing people? It was a motorcycle president. When the information was in the hands of the superintendent, whereas CDC, who he accusing now, about Sansi, they plan their program and all that kind of stuff. We never had any information about it. It was, Siafa who made it public to know that there was missing guy when the information kept by the superintendent. Mm-hmm. The next thing, something Boso Wayne that you see in the midst of the pool and you conclude that CDC doing it, according to him just now, something Boso Wayne through our Kaifade says here, who done something says against Kaifade. And that something he was unity partisan. So when the superintendent shouldn't be playing phone out of the people who are grieving and concerning their missing family.
Mm-hmm.
Stop messing politics with things. Something is just an individual who is always starting with people when it comes to advocacy.
Okay.
So this is not about CDC and Unity Party. So be serious about the people that got missing as superintendent of the county.
All right, my brother. We don't have much time. We need to take the next caller. Hello. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, when you call, you need to go fast. Just call your name and then make your point. We'll have more people on the line, and the superintendent has to go.
This is Emmanuel CMBTA, and I join from Jensenville community.
Okay.
What I want to say this morning is on the timeline of information that was making the process on. So the superintendent he tried his best at least to do what he's gonna do, but it was delayed. The time he coming to talk, it was because something possible wouldn't never over air or wish are bringing to the public. So if anything happening, let him be the first to speak. Then it says that something happened behind the scenes.
All right.
That's what I want to say.
Thank you, brother. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm Fred. Joining the conversation from my San Jose resident.
Fred, let's hear you.
Let me say thank you to the superintendent of Grand Judea County, or Chester Grant.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to him last night, even this morning. I've been following the show. and try to make it way too loud, but no way. To the point. I started lying on the show to God at PM. What I said, Lana, is we shouldn't take everything granular. I lost patience. Man, the people are lost. Some of us, we are very much embarrassed with the news that we're hearing concerning their losses. Because they are young people like us. They are young people. But what we need to do as young people in the country, every other issue, it shouldn't be resorted to protest. Protest can stop coming. Let us dialogue and see our best. Everyone can join the bush to go look for the people. And, you know, because it happened yesterday and it happened today again. It is an alarming issue. But we won't put politics there. People say it will not be fun for all. Begging you, please.
All right, my brother. Okay, let's take the next caller. Good morning. Morning.
Yes. Madam Baker, good morning.
Yeah, Emmanuel S. Do Burekatu. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you so much. And again, good morning to grandchildren. Good morning to the professor in class. And next weekend, good morning to the superintendent. I listened to the superintendent. So I will ask one or two questions. My first question will be, Honorable Superintendent, with plenty protests, we are crying, you are fighting to find an amicable solution to this problem. What do you think is the way forward that will be in the best interest of the affected immediate family members?
Okay.
My second question would be, do you think for some of us who now you refer to as politicians and the public, you really think we just wake up all by ourselves to say, hey, you're coming to have a meeting and we're planning for protest? Have you not been listening to all of the cries of the family, the meeting that was here yesterday? If you didn't follow it, then I urge you to please follow it on social media and listen to what the immediate and the affected family member have explained to the world so that you can start from that point.
All right, thank you so much. Hello. We'll take a few more calls and then we'll go back to the superintendent. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Shemon Tidoe and I join you from Kula Baba.
Okay. Shemon, let's go.
All right. Thank you so much. The superintendent, Samson and the guy that were in studio last night, they made their intention clear, the reason why they want to protest for. So I don't know why the superintendent asking the question why they want to protest on July 27th. They make it clear the reason why they want to protest is 2 persons got made from Grand They are going 2 months now, the people haven't been seen. That's the reason Grandchildren want to protest. But he diverting the whole thing to CDC. And the reason why he still don't want to protest is because you see all the questions are spending the money. And he just say the information here for security reasons, or you don't know who is who. Because you are not updating the people constantly. That's the reason the people want to protest. It's very clear. Even if you keep other information that is very important, but keep updating the people on the information that they want to hear. Thank you.
Right. Morning. We take 3 more calls and then we'll call it a day, please.
Can I address you too, please?
Good morning.
You gotta just jot them down, please. Jot them down, Honorable Superintendent.
I mean, I answer all.
But I think one of the 2 questions have been Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you on grand money. You know, as dealer, you should be proactive. You see, happy almost going to 2 months now. Have you come out to speak to the grandchildren as he did this morning? He is responsible to us, not because he has been appointed by the president. He is responsible to the grandchildren, to your grandchildren. So we are asking him, not whether a protest, that you come out to explain 2 things. You have to inform us that, okay, this is the level we are reached, so that at least we'll follow you. But because of protest, you are coming out.
Okay.
So we are begging you. Let you understand the situation. This one, it will be a brother, it will be a sister, it will be a children. How we feed them? Yes,
okay, my brother. Let's take the last caller, then we'll get to the superintendent. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Patient Day.
Yeah, your name quickly and then just scratch your point.
I'm Jackson to a couple and I call Niao community.
Okay.
my question is about if I do hearing the superintendent saying that those guys then were crossed to Africa, they brought them back. So I wanted to know who did the crossing and bring them back, if whether they know the person.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's my own last question here too. All right, so Honorable Stoop, I think you can you can address the few questions that you have.
Okay, thank you.
Most of them were not really asking questions; they were just recommending, and then
Yes, the recommended solution. Okay, thank you. The last question: whether the guy who crossed and brought him back here is captive? Is it police custody, not captivity, but police custody? The guy who crossed the people, because we are still interrogating, he was invited by the police to give his statements, and then he is in police custody. Yes, that I know about. He's being processed, but we are still gathering a lot of evidence before he can be processed to court. We don't want to take people to court and they fail. So somebody is saying the superintendent should be proactive. Yes, we're being that, except that maybe sometimes when we are providing information, you're not listening to the radio, and then because you didn't listen, you feel that we're not giving updates. Apart from that, there were meetings that journalists, all the radio stations in Grand Gila County were invited. And because probably you haven't listened to the radio, you didn't get us, and you thought we're not updating the public. The only thing some of them listen to is the announcement for protest. And probably that's why they are saying it's slow. But what I am saying, like referencing Emmanuel's statement that the people were on radio, on the war stage, and speaking out. Yes, the people have the right to come up to speak to the public. You are a former retired or captain, you are still a statesman. If people come with you to you with such a crowd, my people will understand your situation. But as one of the leaders of the county, I would suggest let's mobilize people and go to this place. The people cry is genuine. But what we want to do is we should mobilize and move to this location. Protest is not a solution to this thing. We say in Zambia we protest. People in Flytown not here because you must have a local radio station not in Flytown. But if we organize ourselves, talk to our motorcyclists, please help us. I mean, let's be communal efforts in this way forward. That's what we are saying. Some of you are doing some useful things in the community, helping government efforts. They could be also directed in this direction. Protest doesn't solve problems. No.
All right,
raise the issue for discussion. Raise the issue for discussion. We can all discuss about it. Like, and to respond to my boy Ellis Diaz Quia, in part, he will be right. But right now, if I go anywhere and just speak as Ellis Grant, they say the superintendent of Grand Gila County. Even if I didn't go there to superintendent, as superintendent. So if you see the leaders of CDC trying to lead something, I agree during Kaifade time, he has some of these skirmishes. I wish we consider him as the chief protect officer of Grand Gila County. We don't want to continue with that name. I think we should be engaging constructively. If it has to do with Grand Gila, let's consult. Let's see how we can find a way. Forget about the men from United Party are from this party. But if you see a leper, whether you skin it and you cook the meat without the skin, it's still a leper. So if you see CDC anniversary organizing chairman coming up at this stage, will not support communal efforts in searching, but will lead protest, then you have to call a spade a spade. It may not be like that, but a leper is always a leper. So long he is wearing that skin. Now, if Eddie is going to go somewhere to speak,
And what's the way forward? That was one person's own question.
Calling on all Grenadians that have interest in this protest, divert your energy, make a volunteer move to Vleytown at the crossing point. Let's gather some information. You may meet some family friends. You may meet some people who may also give you some useful information. So divert that energy from protest to such efforts. You know, on Independence Day, people will be concentrating nation, people will be concentrating on patriotism, and then you come up, you distract people with protest. It doesn't sound good for Nigeria. It's not a good optic. Let us divert our effort and energy, mobilize, because some of the people now who are talking, oh, we had a protest going, Father, they're not contributing. But at the end of the day, you know, when people gather to say honor or in, I think it was January, something, when the town they mobilized to burn people's houses, they start a peaceful protest because sometimes you don't know who are getting the quality of people that are getting in the midst of these people. Our issue is to protect the lives and property of our people as a government. And our Ellis Grant as a peacemaker also. Forget about even the power in government. They know from the time I returned from exile in 1998 to Grand Gila County, I have never participated in anything that would disrupt the peace of Grand Gila County. Even from birth to this point, I have never participated in anything that would disrupt the peace of our country, Liberia. All I see is peace, peace, peace. Because with peace, we have the potential for growth. With peace, we have the potential for development. The little one you get today, don't let somebody or external effort come to disrupt your peace. So let us all forge for stability in our country. The Independence Day come, we'll have our children program, and then we call that it's a peaceful celebration because we are lobbying to ensure that the next, this is open secret, the next independence celebration be celebrated in Grand Gila. We're celebrating independence celebration. Listen, listen, don't rush in. We get one.
We gotta go.
So, yes, just last. We are lobbying to attract the next independence celebration, and that comes with development. You know, like right now, if you enter Buchanan, lot of development there. So we should not send a negative energy out there that will disrupt our prayerful independence celebration next year. Because they'll say, I don't put on ready every 5 minutes they're demonstrating. If you put anything that they will spot it with their protests and all of these things. Please, my people, let us do it. I talked to the family members about this thing, protesting yet. We have had some understanding, but we should not degenerate into protest. I beg you. Our eyes are on the ball. Let's keep it there. The protest could disrupt the entire thing that we are following, we are pursuing. The family know before I left Grand Gila, they have personal meeting, and I left people with authority. They gave me information. The information we're talking about is being worked on. We should not derail the process with people who want to dismantle everything that we have accomplished. Thank you so much. Let God bless us. Enjoy the day.
I mean, you can just take your party comment like that.
Okay, I thought our party comment. Okay, then.
No, is there any favorable news that we are to expect according to you come Tuesday or maybe from now on to Tuesday? Are there anything that will be so suitable into the ears of the family? And what are your plans now? I'm coming. If I'm done, you talk. What are your plans now to talking to the guys that are planning to stage the protest? Because I don't think only from your talking today will stop them from pushing through their plans. So what are some of your plans to talking to them or calming them down? Do you have any plans of that?
Okay, yes, I have direct contact to the family and I'll speak to them. But I'm not going to disclose the plan. I don't know who is involved with this thing. So we cannot give our plan into the public glare. Like I said, managing security crisis is very tedious compared to managing public or public policy issues. This is security in nature. We are talking about survivability of the people. We're talking about people seeing reason to return people who they are captured, who they are using as captives. So we got to be careful, mindful, and thoughtful about our actions. And what was the first question? And I am already moved today. I forgot the first question.
I asked about the favorable
Okay, fine.
people should respect
Yes. Thanks for that. I mean, yes, it's true for all of us as government, as citizens of Grand Juda County. We are optimistic that these brothers will return safe and healthy. So we are optimistic. We are ever optimistic. Yes. We hope the briefing or the report from the group from Change Zoning will give us a better leeway.
All right, thank you, Honorable Before I get the last comments from Emmanuel Zaza, Samson Bozo is online, probably he has something to say. Let's hear from him, then we get the party comment from Emmanuel Zaza. Then you Honorable Stu, you have to mute yourself so that when I have the audio So we will pick Samson Bozo. After Bozo, then we go back to Emmanuel Zaza. From Emmanuel, then we come back to you for your parting comment. I lost him. Probably I think you can call back quickly. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Bozo, you're welcome.
Yeah, President, thank you so much. I think you want to balance the equation because last night you also opened line for Superintendent Green. Let me say good morning to the peace-loving people of Grand Juda County. Patient. Everybody this morning are listening to Grant. There are few things Grant said that we have to respond to very fast. And I personally believe that Grant is one of the leaders leaders we have here in Grand Juda. The first thing I want for us to understand, the first leader in Grand Juda, when it comes to serving as a representative for 12 years, at the time you are serving as the caucus chair, Grant, when he came from Benin, he sat on EFBC and said, something in Grand Juda that have a season that is responsible for mysterious disappearing of people. When he came from Benin, they gave him the name Kei Teble. So he said that Kei Teble can take people away. Is that something Bozo who said it? In Bazo district under his leadership, 4 to 5 persons got missing. Something Bozo knew what mentioned? No. He was accused because he knew about Kei Teble. We are talking about 2 sons of Grand Juda County that got missing. Then you bring in politics. For me, I know the frustration that he's speaking from because you're already fighting corrupt charges against this government. So it's
Samson.
Yeah.
The Honorable Superintendent is finding a way forward to that and saying that the protest is not the only way. And you being the head, what is your way forward to that?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, I can guarantee you, patient. I can guarantee you, Superintendent Grant is not the only Grand Juda in Grand Juda County. First, last night, if you listen to Superintendent Grant, he also gave the public his falsehood information.
What did he say?
The falsehood information he gave the public that he had provided funds to the security. Our sources told us that the information he provided, he was from the stomach of the devil.
Okay, something we have to authenticate that as well to know if whether the information the superintendent provided is not true or not. We'll place the call to the joint security.
I'm not aware that the county attorney received 50,000 from the family.
We were aware and we were told that money was refunded. So
No,
Mr. Williams, this is not a dialogue.
Okay, then we were here from the family to know if whether the money was refunded.
To conclude with your
question.
question.
Conclude quickly.
To conclude with your question, We are very, very focused on 26. I can guarantee you.
Okay.
26, we are coming out in our number. If Omogren want to counter protest, let Omogren come and try us and see who going to. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Samson Boso. We are not taking calls for now. Or we will have to go back to Emmanuel to give his own analysis from the callers and that for the answer from Honorable Grant. Then we will get back to Honorable Grant. Probably he has something to say about what Samson just said. And then we'll take his parting comment. When he leaves, we'll still open the phone lines for other calls and discussion here on this radio. Emmanuel, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sis Patient. Thank you, Honorable Superintendent, for listening. Thanks to also those who call with questions, concern, and recommendation. I want to speak directly to my brother, Mr. Williams. Agitations should always be done regarding with the sense of those we are speaking to. The superintendent may not be like how here. It's my father. I told him boldly, Mr. Superintendent, I don't want you to be superintendent when you to come out show you. I did not do it out of disrespect to him. My disagreement don't have to be out of disrespect. So please, when you're talking to our leader, you might be a leader tomorrow, and I don't think you'll be happy with people talk to you that, or I don't think any of your children or your little brothers will be happy with somebody to talk to you that. So when we're talking to our leaders, let us do it in a way that the message will go forth, without any kind of hard feelings. So thank you for calling in. Mr. Superintendent, I want you to be proactive, please. No matter what happens, you are the leader. Get involved. Send people. If you can send people to go talk to the protesters. If you don't want protests on the 26th, send people to go talk to them. No matter who they are, people will listen to them. If either one person or two person will get on the street, will not be good for the country. If you don't want that to happen, send people to the protesters, those who are planning the protest, and you'll talk about this thing so that we'll avert the protest on the 26th. That's just my recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, let's hear from you. Emmanuel, we're going to be there. Superintendent Lee to show us the time is supposed to be ending. Superintendent, you are welcome.
Thank you, Patience. And, when we talk about civility, I expect you to accord that man off from fabricated lies that he's telling. Maybe he knows where to go in Benin to get medicine. I'm not that. I'm a man of God. Okay? Some people get names, they don't know the spiritual interpretation, but I can see from that some people grew up on culture, and so they will always approach issue. When you saw a captain, a disciplined man spoke, you know very well that somebody with great. Now you come on air and say a lot of things that are not true, that you have absolutely no proof to. Now the superintendent take one step forward and say, you get a fine accusation. Let's go and prove it through the law. Produce the passport I used to go to Benin. Even through my 12 years, produce the passport or the day you saw me going to Benin. They say the superintendent is intolerant. But don't spill lies in public that you have absolutely no control. Resources, Intel tells you with money. Why should I come on public radio to lie? The security forces are there, police are there. The family from Chains Only that will also get resources are there. What cause do I have to want to come to the public to give misleading information? I told you the nature of the case we are dealing with is far different. It's far different from ordinary cases that we are dealing with. We have done similar things like this. We have had this kind of situation before. So when you see things are happening, like the former president of Ethiopia says, Isaiah Afwerki, he said doing one thing over 100 times and expecting different results is akin to insanity. We have had protests before when people got missing. What did it result to? Some people, they can only prosper in chaos. And chaos have never done anything. No. So we committed to Like I said, with my recommendation, send people to a protester. They said they were called on by the family. And like I said, I have direct contact with the family. I'm going to place another call to them. And speaking to the affected group of people means there should be peace. The man who is planning the July 26 program now, our people have a parable that says, if you didn't have any special intention to undermine the happiness of Nigerians, you'll not be a leader over what as a protest leader. Don't spoil what we started, that we're getting close to getting answers. I know. But the next time, my caution to you will be, if I'm on a stage, birds of the same feathers flock together. Samson and myself, we are not in any category the same kind of birds. Okay? So if there are issues you want to talk to me, and then we can, but not to allow somebody to disrespectfully come on, showing so much, disrespect, fabricating lies, thinking that you want to think somebody's character. In such a case, I will quietly walk away. I'm serious. Going forward, monitor me. Because if we are on this kind of occasion, we should be stable. That's my point. That's the final point I want to make this morning. Thank you for the time. And then the guys from the evening program, how do you call it? Back to differ. I asked him for another 1 hour, which we will gladly be available to give them time to for their conversation. All of you know, I'm not afraid of the mic.
Okay.
The mic, holding the microphone is my comfort zone. So I am not afraid of microphone. I know at least my subject verb agreement, they are always intact. So I will be there. On the stage Back to Differ.
The Back to Differ teams will be hosting you. And thank you so much for honoring today's invitation.
I'm not getting you though, but that's good.
Are you sure you're not getting me? Are you getting me now?
He got a course.
Yeah, you getting me now?
I'm not getting you.
He got a course.
You got a call. I think because you got a call, that's why you're not hearing me.
Hello.
Let him just conclude.
Go ahead. Just conclude. Go ahead.
Signal to him. Use your hand. Signal to him. He's not hearing you.
You getting me?
Just tell him to go ahead. You hearing him? Let him know.
I'm not getting
him.
I am hearing you. So just
if you're hearing me, let me just make this passionate appeal to the beautiful and wonderful people of Grand Juda County. Please, we should not allow people to tear us apart. Let us abandon the issue of protest. Let's project better image from Grand Juda County. Grand Juda is what we have. You can change anything about yourself, but you can't change your origin. Let us give Grand Juda a good image. Not all who say, Lord, Lord, shall go to the kingdom of heaven, but those who do the way of the Father. And I think Grand Juda County protecting the image, projecting greater image of Grand Juda County is far more important than holding protests. We are working assiduously. We will always support the family such efforts and the government such efforts in this direction. Thank you and have a pleasant rest of the day. Our team, Honorable Bill and others are working assiduously. As soon as I get back to the county, I'm prayerful that this issue will be resolved in the sense that our brothers will be seen before I return to the county next week. Because I have a trip to Bo with the White Chimpanzee Foundation, and we'll have another upcoming meeting with the Ministry of Health where we are talking about providing universal health insurance to all Liberians. These are good characteristics. These are good things that we are fighting on, so that when you go to hospital, nobody turns you around. The government is sponsoring this program for all Liberians to have the universal health insurance. And we have to go for the training that will come and brief you people. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Sue. I don't
I'm
know
not hearing
why
you.
last minute of time you're not hearing me, but I'm hearing Zaza.
Okay.
Zaza is hearing me, so I don't know. Probably it might be a problem from your end. And I hope
Yeah, you got a call. And anytime you get a call on
yeah, we're breaking.
yeah, you auto go out and come back, especially depending on how you set your audio or your microphone.
Okay, so folks, thanks for being there this morning. Thanks for listening to us today. Already it's Friday. It's the teaching edition of the program, the State Podium. So Emmanuel, I think today is your day for teaching. I don't know what's the topic be like today. I saw you posted something in the chat room. But before that, let me just acknowledge some of our guys that have been monitoring online this morning. Mamadou Thibaut Barry, thanks for following. Raja Vlay, thanks for following. Bazon A. Ghibli, thanks for following. And sorry, I may not call all of you, but we'll let us say thank you so much for following. Garrison Gwen, the Hunter's Son, Abraham B. Gibro, thanks for following. Fred, the Oyudor, P. Lawson Davis, 2,1, okay, 2,1, and Ricky Flan, Godwin Achizeto, thanks for following. Keep following Top FM 105.3, and that's our online platform there. The Facebook is Top FM/TVLIB, and the online platform is topfmliberia.com. You can listen to Top FM everywhere you are. Which part of the world, any part of the world you are, you can listen to Top FM. If not on Facebook, you can be online and listen to us in your car, in your office, and wherever. If you are in the county, just listen to the frequency 105.3, and you're going to be informed of every happenings within the county. Yes, Emmanuel. So today is Friday. The Friday edition is a teaching day, so we're going to go off the Facebook and then continue with the radio where you will do your teaching here this morning. But before that, let's just acknowledge the sponsor for this program. The Bill White Store is the proud sponsor for this program. The Top Morning Talk. Bill White Store is at the Triangle Enterprise. It's a 100% alcoholic beverages dealer here in Grand Juda County. He is the proud sponsor of this program. So let's just take a quick message from him, and then we want to say goodbye to all of you on Facebook. We continue the program on the radio here in Grand Juda County. If you want to keep listening, just dial topfmliberia.com. You're going to be listening online on your phone, but not on Facebook. Thank you so much.
It's a matter of time, Papa.
Triangle Enterprise, at the Sweat Triangle, the only place with the tag on the bottle. Bill White is waiting. Come get your wholesale price. Triangle Enterprise, integrity, transparency, and Monrovia prices in the heart of Sweat City.
Sweat City, why are you paying extra for the things you love? Why travel all the way to Monrovia for a better deal when the deal has come to you? At the Triangle Enterprise, the price you see is the price you pay. Monrovia prices right here today. Yes, that's right. Located right at the Zwedju Triangle, Triangle Enterprise is the only place in Grand Juda County where the price is marked right on the product. No guessing, no asking for the price. Just transparency and the best wholesale deals in the county. I mean, it's the same price as Monrovia. Exactly the same price. We are fully stocked and ready to supply your businesses or your home. We've got everything you see at a wholesale rate. For beverages and sodas, we have Coca-Cola, Fanta, the orange and gold, and also Sprite. For energy and mix, we have Vode, Voca Mix, Run Energy, and X-Mark Whiskey Cola. For beer and stout, we have Desperados, Sahara Gold, and Trail Forest South. For the premier spirit, we have Jack Daniels, The Wolf, White Label, Campari, Catuaba, and Gordy Gin. Don't wait. Come and see Mr. White today. Get your wholesale price without the long joining. Triangle Enterprise at the Sweaty Triangle, the only place with the tag on the bottle. Bill White is waiting. Come and get your wholesale price. When we speak Triangle Enterprise, we speak integrity, transparency, and Morovia prices in the heart of Sweaty City. Come now.
Don't wait. Come and see Mr. Bill White today. Get your wholesale price without the long journey. Triangle Enterprise at the Sweaty Triangle. The only place with the tag on the bottle. Bill White is waiting. Come get your wholesale price. Triangle Enterprise. Integrity, transparency, and Monrovia prices.
Good morning, grandkids. Wake up from your bed, wash your face, come near the radio. This not State Podium on Top FM 1.3 from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. Shop. If you want to join the program, call us now. 077 461 or 81 14544.
All right, Emmanuel, we are back, and I think what's the topic? I think I saw something in the chat room this morning. I don't know what that's what you're going to be talking about. Emmanuel?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, so what you saw in the chat room is a different thing I'll respond to. But I want to also talk about the how do we call that? I want us to talk about the Can you hear me?
Sure, I'm hearing you.
Okay. I want us to talk about legislative funds.
TOP FM.